It is very nice to greet you again. In today's video we will talk about the following. How to get your ex-boyfriend to chase you again. Getting your ex-boyfriend to chase you is essential if you want him back. It's actually pretty common knowledge among a lot of women, and even some men. However, every day I get queries, comments, emails, and Facebook chats asking me one simple question. Why isn't he chasing me anymore? Well, if you take a step back and think about it, getting another human being to chase you romantically is no easy task. But let's look at this first. 1. Is getting him to chase you going to get him back? It's an interesting question, isn't it? The truth is, no, it doesn't. Getting him to chase you is just one part of a very long and complex process. Of course, it's a very big part of the process, but still, getting an ex back involves a lot more than just getting him to chase you. One thing I've learned about women is that they tend to be a little more relationship-oriented than men. As a result, they find it easier to take advantage of your emotions. Now, I don't deny the fact that being emotional can be a good thing in certain instances, but it can actually work against you. Now, I admit that I can't speak for every guy out there, but what I'm about to say holds true for almost every guy I've met in my life. Someone who is too emotional sends a clear signal that he's going to be unstable. Apply a logical mindset to your ex. Now that you have a better idea of how being too emotional can work against you, let's apply that knowledge to your ex. Probably the biggest mistake I see women make is that when it finally comes time to initiate contact with their ex, they aren't thinking about things logically. However, if you are able to talk to your ex-boyfriend without emotion, then you will make great strides in your attempt to get him to chase you. Why? The answer actually seems pretty simple to me. Being able to talk to someone with logic instead of emotion gives you the ability to make smarter decisions and avoid common mistakes I see every day. Of course, if you are able to remove emotion from the equation, you are in for an interesting contradiction. 2. How to get him to chase you. I guess we should hit the rewind button and start from the beginning because to figure out how you can get him to chase you again, you need to understand some basics. The first thing I would like to discuss is the importance of not becoming a text mosquito. More often than not I have found that many women make mistakes by thinking with their heart instead of their head. Again, are you seeing the connection to logical thinking? After a breakup, please don't do this. Don't fall into the trap of becoming a text mosquito. What is a text mosquito? Someone who sends multiple text messages to their ex. Often, your ex doesn't respond to these overly emotional messages. Text mosquitoes are the very definition of someone needy and emotional. Basically, you need to see this behavior as the opposite of attraction. Your unique situation. I want you to remember your relationship. Particularly the stage where you two were just talking. Most of the time I bet that at some point your, now ex-boyfriend, was chasing you to convince you to go out with him. Again, there may be certain cases where it is the other way around, but I think in most cases it is. So, knowing this, you are in a situation where at one point you had your boyfriend right where you wanted him, chasing you. So the real question is, what can you do to make him chase you again? So do you need to just do what you did then? No, and I'll tell you why. Every human being is addicted to new things. Hey, did you see the new episode last night? Great, it's a new football season. I can't wait to buy that new, fill in your, new. So, can this knowledge be applied to relationships? Yes, think about it for a moment. Every time someone gets into a new relationship, they go through a honeymoon period. A collection of days or months where everything is perfect and no wrong can be done. What do you think causes this honeymoon period? Yep, you guessed it, the novelty factor. So, when it comes to getting your ex to chase you again, you can't do what you did before for a couple of reasons. Your ex has already experienced what you did before. There's nothing new about it. Patience is important. I know it's not exactly the most exciting thing in the world to talk about, but it's an important thing to understand. There are actually two types of patience that I want to go over with you. Patience during no contact. Patience during contact. We have a lot to talk about in future articles, but for now we will end here. Goodbye and greetings. You are an essential part of what we do on this channel. For this reason, we keep an eye on what you need, and if it is your desire to recover your ex correctly and effectively, you must click on the link below.